and welcome back to my channel. My name is Audrey and today we are going to be doing another episode of Music and the Meaning. So in this series I go and I have people listen to a song and tell me what they think the artist was thinking when they wrote the song, and then they also tell me what they think the song or how the song makes them feel. So today we are going to be doing Tracy Chapman, Fast Car. Tracy Chapman, born March 31st, 1964 in Cleveland, Ohio. She is an American singer-songwriter and four-time Grammy Award-winning artist. Chapman is known for her hit singles Fast Car, Talking About a Revolution, Baby Can I Hold You, Crossroads, and Give Me One Reason. Her parents divorced when she was 4. Chapman was raised by her mother, who bought her a ukulele at age 3. Chapman began playing guitar and writing songs at age 8. During her upbringing, she was brutally bullied due to both her race and economic struggles. Tracy Chapman performed Fast Car at the Nelson Mandela's 70th birthday tribute concert on June 11, 1988. It was then that Chapman's song began its rise on the U.S. charts. It became the number 6 pop hit on the Billboard Hot 100 on August 27, 1988. Alright, so at this point in the video, we are going to go ahead and flip on over to our participants who talked about the song, how it made them feel, and what they feel the artist's direction was. I do have the song linked in the description box below, and you are totally welcome to click there, listen to the song, comment what you think the meaning of the song is, or how it makes you feel, and continue. Okay, so after listening to the song, what do you think the artist was trying to portray in the song?
I feel like he wanted to let us know that we have our decisions, we own our decision, and our freedom is ours, and it comes with our responsibilities. So basically, we cannot blame anybody else for what's happening or not happening with our lives. We just can decide on something and do it, and I think that's what the song is about.
Okay, and then what does it individually make you feel?
It makes me feel exactly that. So your life comes with your freedom, and your freedom comes with your responsibility. So you cannot blame the life itself or anybody else. You just have to do what you like to do, try what you want to try, and see how it works for you. But you have to make sure that you have responsibility of that freedom, and the choices you make, that's yours, that's your life. So basically live your life the way you want it, and that's it about the song. And the only part was about the responsibility comes at the end when she's thinking about him to leave, which for me, that's where I feel like, yes, the freedom is good, but you have to really know what you're doing and take it up. Like if you do something out of your freedom that was not that good, you have to come up with the solution of it, and you have to deal with it, kind of like you have to live with the consequences of your freedom and your choices.
Good job, man. You know, a lot of people think that that's a man who sings that song.
Okay, this is another song, like, it's one that I always thought was by a man, but it's by a woman, or
Okay.
vice versa.
What was the artist thinking when they made this song?
They want better, they're stuck in a small town, they're with someone that they see a future, their hopes and dreams with. Her mom's left and her father is an alcoholic, and again, she wants to, she gives them the option: we can stay, we can ride things out here, we sort of know what life is going to be if we stay here, or we can leave and sort of start fresh, kind of make our own future. And the way the song seems to go from there is she sticks to what she wants. She talks about getting a better job, she gets promoted, ends up with a job that pays all the bills, but the sad irony is the man just ends up like her father. It's that repeated cycle, because it talks about how he spends more time at the bar than at home with the kids. But the big difference at the end of the song is at the beginning. Talks about the mom leaves, and she stays to take care of her as the kids stays to take care of the father. And at the end of this song, she gives him the choice: you leave, or stay and change your life, or you leave. but I've done better for myself, and I'm sticking here. I've done what I set out to do. It's you let yourself down.
How does this song make you feel?
It's a more inspiring song now that I read the lyrics. Like that, focus on yourself. Like make you the best you can be. Don't necessarily have to rely on other people. You can be with other people. She stuck with this guy. He obviously made her feel good and supported her. Things just changed in the end. But it's do what you got to do for you, and make the world around you better.
So, what do you think that the song is about? Like, what do you think the artist's intention was with the song?
I feel like it really invokes that like sense of desperation that comes from like when you're an adult and you're in a difficult situation. Sometimes you just feel so desperate to go back to being carefree and like youthful.
What does the song make you feel?
Well, it kind of makes me think of those times when like I come home from work and it's been a bad day and I'm just like, what if I quit my job and went somewhere far, far away and did something totally different and just like picked up and left?
So, YOLO.
Yeah, pretty much. Like I want to be anywhere else at that moment in time.
Tracy Chapman talked about Fast Car on BBC Radio in 2010, saying, Fast Car was a song that was played on the radio more than talking about a revolution, so it was something that turned out to take a significant role in shaping my first record and probably the public perception of me as a singer-songwriter who is writing about stories, songs which tell stories about people's lives and a very general representation of the world that I saw. When I was growing up in Cleveland, Ohio, coming from a working class background, I was raised by a single mom. I was just watching people, being in a community of people who were struggling. So everyone was really just one, working hard, or two, hoping that things would get better. On March 25th, 1996, Tracy Chapman said in an interview, I believe at the time that I wrote the song Fast Car, I actually didn't really know who I was writing about. I think that it was a song about my parents and about how when they met each other, they were very young and they wanted to start new lives together. My mother was anxious to leave home. My parents got married and went out into the world to try and make a place for themselves, and it was very difficult. My mother didn't have a high school diploma, and my father was a few years older. It was hard for him to create the kind of life that he dreamed of, with the education that he had, with the opportunities that were available to him. In a sense, I think they came together thinking that together they would have a better chance at making it. This song for me, it holds a lot of meaning. I am in love with Tracy Chapman as an artist. I have her album cover tattooed on one of my arms, and I actually have words from this song tattooed on my ribs. I'm gonna insert a picture for you guys. I literally have the equivalent of YOLO written on my side. Leave tonight or live and die this way. So obviously I am a big fan. I love her. I think she's an amazing artist. For me personally, I definitely think that the song is about just for her culture and where she grew up and watching people deal with things differently and just trying to make it on your own. I think the song's really clear in that actually. This song was very personal for me when I was young. I listened to this song right before I ran away and I started my life on my own for the first time. So it has a really great place in my heart and it holds a lot of meaning. For me, this song is about just getting out of any situation you're in, and no matter what it is, basically like leave tonight or live and die this way. Like, you know, we gotta make a deal, leave tonight or live and die this way. You have that choice, you have that option to create who you want to be and what you want to be and where you want to go, and no matter what, you just have to find that direction. So for me, this was about me not complaining about not having money and me not complaining about not having an education or not having a direction. It was just about me figuring out where I wanted to go and what I wanted to do. So it was a very pivotal point in my life, and this was a song that really carried me through that time. It's the story arc of like the guy and the girl and the romance, but I just think it's more about just, it's also just about a social and an economic class and struggle within that class. Like she says, the song is literally about just the people that she grew up around and the way that everything was, about that feeling of being between a rock and a hard place and just trying to wheel and deal to get out of it, how people claw their ways out of these situations to become the thing that they really want to be. So it's a very powerful song with many different story arcs in it. I mean, it talks a lot about the father and that character, the mother, the leaving, and then it also just talks about, you can see some people kind of drew a parallel between the father and the mother's relationship to the daughter and the male protagonists within the story, and I could see that as well if you're thinking of it from more of a storytelling perspective. For me, this really just hits home as like a cultural experience, just about life when you don't know what you're going to do next, but you just know you have to continue. And this has always been my inspiration for never being stuck somewhere and always just changing when you need to. Now there's always that, let's reference another song here, you gotta know when to hold them, you gotta know when to fold them. But I always hated hearing about people who told me that they were stuck in things and situations and that they couldn't get out. For me, I think that there's always a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. So you can always propel yourself into a new situation if you really want it. And that is what this song really means for me, because if you hate your job and you hate your life, change it. If you hate your relationship, don't be in it. You know, this is another song that I listened to a lot when I broke my engagement a few years ago, and it was one of those things where we already sent out invitations, we already paid for things, and I just abandoned the whole thing because it wasn't right. We weren't happy, and I'm so glad I did that now, because I'm so happy in the situations I'm in right now with my life and where it's going, and I wouldn't be here at all right now if it weren't for that. But at the time, a lot of people thought I was really crazy for what I was doing, and then, you know, my whole life people have chastised me for abandoning different things or pursuing new things or changing things up or trying new things, because people always have this perspective that you have to stick to that one thing that you picked. Like when people change their college majors and people freak out about it, or when people change their careers or pick up and change their life, people are always judging. But in some ways, I think it's because a lot of people are jealous of having that just ability to let go of things and sometimes just start over, try again, and just having that resilience and persistence to carry on and do what makes you happy and follow your heart no matter where it may lead you, even if it might not be in the most societally conventional way. So that's where this song always takes me. I hope you guys have learned something. I hope you enjoyed this video. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section. I really enjoyed doing this series, and I hope that you enjoy listening to it as well. There will be more episodes to come, so like, comment, subscribe, and I will be back at you as soon as I can with another video. Bye!